Hey everyone, happy September 1st. It is Daniela here. How are you guys doing? Literally feel like I just gave a reading like 2 days ago. Time has flown by very quickly. Do you guys realize the summer just went whew, like that? I think for us it did for sure. This is usually a busier summer than usual. Julie and I tend to take a little more, time off or time to kind of prep for next year at this time, and we didn't have as much opportunity to do that. So, it just felt really quick, and I feel like things are gonna go really quickly over the next bit. You know how fall hits. You guys are probably already feeling the air change. Hope you guys enjoyed your summer. I know a lot of you have had some trials and tribulations over the last little bit, based on everything we keep hearing from people. So I'm hoping that you have found strength to get yourselves through. It's been tough, so I hope you've been able to lean on something. I'm going to do a quick card reading for September for the collective so we can find out what's coming, what's ahead, what you can look forward to, what's kind of happening. We're going to do this because last time it's that opening. I don't know, it's just one of those things. Maybe I need a safety pin or something. I don't know, I haven't worn this in so long. But anywho, I'm here waiting for my angels to tell me what they want me to do, and I'm kind of not feeling it yet. So I'm just going to keep infusing my energy into the cards, and we just like to go with the flow and see what happens. Last time, I'm trying to think of what I spoke about. I know we spoke about, there's a lot to do with health last time. Now I feel like I need to go back because a few things have transpired since then for a few people with health. So I'm curious to see what that meant and where that went. But since we ended there, let's start there and let's see. I'm going to put my glasses on so I can actually see. Wow, what a difference, eh? Okay, so I know you guys must laugh when you watch these videos because it's like I'm talking to myself, but anyway, I know somebody's listening because you guys keep putting comments down, so thanks. I appreciate it. I know Julie does too. Okay, let's go. See what's happening health-wise. Okay, so the first thing I'm getting is whoever has had something go on with them, you need a second opinion. Nowadays, listen, doctors are miracle workers, but there also are things that they get wrong sometimes. And I'm kind of getting in this feeling that, consulting with different healthcare professionals in this situation might be what you need to do. I am also viewing this as you've been given a challenge, but there is light at the end of the tunnel. For some anyway, there's light at the end of the tunnel in terms of the outlook or what you can do or a prognosis or how you can help fix things or make them better. There are a lot of birds in this picture. When I think of birds, I think of life, and I think of the fact that, as much as we nurture, as much as we give positive intention to something, we can make a situation a lot better or easier in that regard. Doesn't always mean it's going to be the best outcome at the time, but you can definitely make things better while you're dealing with some challenges. But definitely a second opinion on that. This has to do with relationships. This is going to help bring relationships to a new level for people who are dealing with some sort of health issue, but make sure that you're caring for yourself as well as while you're caring for others, because the emotions are there and people need to have an avenue or an outlet when they're dealing with someone who's ill or someone who has just been given some sort of health challenge. I mean, it could be someone who even broke a leg and they're on their own, and so they've got to be able to find someone to help them along. You might be the person who steps in to help, but doesn't mean that you're not without your own problems. Maybe you have your own stuff going on, but you're still helping. So don't forget about that self-care for you. Right off the bat, I'm hearing that person needs to make sure they take care of themselves, because if they don't, they're going to end up sick as well. That's the last thing you want. I'm getting that they've got to make their vision clear and create balance. I'm going to show you what these cards are. Both of them here. This is 3 and 3 is 6. 6 is about balance. What kind of vision do they want for what is happening? Making plans, revising plans, needing to kind of decide what is going to be the outcome here. If there's some prognosis, that means maybe there's a wheelchair, someone needs to get a ramp. There's plans that need revision, so decide what you want to do for the future. Create that balance in your life to get that. So again, taking a step back from caring for the person and maybe making plans to care for them in another way. The other thing that comes up, use your hands. This is 5 and 3 is 8. Do not forget you still need to work. You still need to do things to bring in abundance and bring in money. That's what I'm getting. If there are other people who can help you, let them use their hands, let them cook, let them do things, you know, in your home or whatever you need done while you're caring for that person. Okay, makes sense? I said anything else for this, and I'm getting a yes. Final about this health situation. There are some people, how do I say this? It's about optimism and recognizing that things have to change. So being optimistic about the end goal here. Some changes have to take place. You need to, especially for your health, it's like this ship is going to sail if you don't hurry up and do what you have to do. You might not get the right doctor. You might not have the right facilities if you don't move on this. 3 of Gabriel is about communication. So I get the feeling it's the caregiver or that person who's caring for that person with the person who's ill and someone else. So it could be a team of people, a team of doctors. Make sure you're dealing with this or you're going to miss the boat on something good that can happen. But it's about remaining optimistic as well. The bags are here, the luggage bags are here, which means you're packing. Could be a long stay, meaning a long stay in a hospital. Could mean you're packing to go home. It could be 2 different things for 2 different people. So take it how it resonates with you. And of course, if this health card doesn't resonate with you at all, it's not for you. It's part of someone else who needs this message. And we'll move forward to something else. Okay? Hope that makes sense to some of you, but I'm getting Gabriel, use your throat chakra, be the voice for the person who can't be that voice right now. Use your knowledge, use your know-how. There's someone who's very strong in the background helping navigate this situation. Allow it to happen, okay? So let's see what else we got. What's coming up this month? Nope. I love when I want to pick a certain deck and they're like, nope, can't touch that one. Okay, not yet. That's fine. Oh, this one came flying out. Okay. Someone's being protected from something. Okay. This one here makes me feel relationships, partnerships, business potentially, or your own career and what's happening. Let's see what we got. So, someone who is in the midst of making big decisions, it's time to take action. Knight of Gabriel here is that time for get on the horse, move quickly, stop wasting your time thinking about what it is you want to do. Thinking doesn't get you ahead. Thinking gets you in that motion of getting there, but you need to actually do something with it. So if you've got some business ideas, some relationship ideas where you're kind of like, okay, I'm passionate about something. I know what I want to do. I got to just do it. Take the risk. Now is the time. You're worried because you're like, oh, it hasn't worked out in the past. I've had obstacles along the way. That's okay. That's part of a learning curve. But I feel like Archangel Michael will lift you from that obstacle. You are being protected. Literally, Archangel Michael followed both cards. So as I get these 2 cards, it's like he's here to say, don't worry, I'm going to protect you from anything bad that would be coming. Might mean there's a bit of a hiccup, but you're still going to be fine. You're still going to be good. But if you don't get started doing it, it's not going to happen. Maybe you'll miss the boat on this too. There is light at the end of the tunnel for you for some of you who have maybe started with a little bit of a slower start to either a business move or a partnership or a relationship as well. Tie it to a love relationship. Things didn't really start the way you wanted them to. So, but I feel like, and there's a best friend beside you. So you have to be able to trust at least one person with what you're doing, but full steam ahead because Archangel Michael's there. Now, the books are upside down. So I'm going to look at this in a couple of different ways. One is how many of you in this situation, either books, legitimately, we're talking books accounting, your accounting's upside down. You need to figure this out, get a new accountant, figure things, balance your balance sheet. There's something going on here. It also, because it's in reverse, so there's an issue with that, but it also could be books in general. meaning knowledge. What knowledge have you not done yet? Like, what things have you not learned about this situation? It could be about you haven't done your homework on the relationship or the person you're with. It could also be that you have not done your homework on the step you want to make forward. Could be, let's say you're going to do a joint venture with someone. Have you done your homework? Have you checked out the credentials of the person, place, or thing that you're dealing with? You need to do that because it's in reverse, and I get that feeling there's resistance there. No time for resistance. You don't have time for that. You've got to figure shit out because now's the time. Job well done. Congratulations. You're being patted on the back for this. Ascended Masters coming in. This is the whole world here. So it's like you've got the world at your fingertips. For family, so whether it's talking about relationship and creating a family, whether it's talking about a business where you create a business family, it's actually a good thing. I see 2 staffs that he's holding, and it's kind of like ding, ding, ding. You can make anything turn to gold. You just have to have the plan and execute it. As soon as you do that, you're going to see full steam ahead, things moving very, very quickly. I'd say within 3 weeks. So you're going to notice this by the end of September. And money's coming. So by the end of September, 8s come in, abundance is here, a little bit of water. So I feel like some of you as well are going to either have an emotional experience with this where you're going to turn around and say, I took the risk, I did everything you said, I was protected, but I still in my heart feel like I got to move on from this. It's not for me. Okay, so there is someone or something leaving. It could be one partner in a business. It could be a relationship where one side thinks it's incredible and the other side's like, kind of having cold feet with this one. You're feeling like you've outgrown that person. So all of this wasn't a bad thing in these first few weeks or the last month of you dealing with it. It's actually been good because the full steam ahead has allowed you to try, has allowed you to recognize whether you want the relationship or not, has allowed you to see what that person's true colors are in business and that relationship. And so it's allowed you to say, my gut's telling me I need out. Even though everything still looks great to me in this regard, my gut and my heart's telling me otherwise. This card of emotion says to trust what you feel. Yeah, the light. Some of you have been able to see things from a different perspective, and I feel like there's some enlightenment or some emotional, spiritual growth that came with this. And some of you are ready to just creatively express yourself in another way, okay? So this kind of gives you 2 endings here. I'm seeing this situation unfold as some of you saying, guess what? I'm going to be a child again. I'm going to be creative. I'm going to just go for it. Things are great. Let's go with the flow. My emotion actually makes me feel good because I feel abundant in so many ways. Things are working out. Go for it. The other sense of some of you is I feel that way, but not with these particular people or not with this particular guy or female. Like something's there. So you're being given options. So whoever's in this situation, you have 2 choices. These are them. Doesn't mean either one of them is bad. It just is which is the better one for you. Let's see what the guides have to say about that. If I can, feels damp. I probably spilled something on it. Anyway, what do our guides want us to know about this? I kind of feel like I need an outcome. Even though you have options, what's going to be the outcome here? So it's about risk. Some of you are willing to take the emotional risk. Some of you are saying, nope, I'm out. I don't want to do this emotionally. I'm going to creatively express myself this way because I feel that's going to give me more. Your decision to make. The risk is in between. If I look at this from a number perspective, 4 and 3 is 7, which is spiritual growth. And I kind of feel like it's most of you who are going to bounce from this situation. You're like, I'm out. I can't do this. Emotionally, I can feel this pull that I've learned enough from this. Listen, maybe it had to do with the books. Maybe it had to do with the fact that you felt you were being protected by something. Trust your instinct and go that route. Okay? Hope that makes sense for you guys. I feel like I just heard a yes, no. So somebody has a question. Specifically, they want to know something that is either going to give them an answer to do with time or an answer to do with I need a definite yes, no in this situation. So think of your situation for a sec. For some of you who don't have a question, then it's not going to apply to you. But think of your question for a second and let's just see in regards to that, what the angels are feeling. And there it is. Okay, so it's not a yes or a no. You need to compromise. So for some of you who are in the middle of something and that decision, there's not a definite yes or no. There is a definite you need to make a compromise. So here we go. The scales are here, and it's like they're pretty fair, right? So maybe we could be talking about a Libra here. It is that Virgo season, so we're coming into Libra season 2. I need you guys to consider how you want to compromise, how you want to work together with someone to come up with an end result that's going to be good and fair for both of you. Okay, so that's your answer regarding that. I'm trying to whip through this really quick. Romance. Okay, let's see what we've got here for a romance. Lovers. Lovers. What do you want to know about your relationship? I feel like this is not a new relationship. It feels like there's something in my tooth. Anything in my teeth? My mouth, I meant. I don't know, that was weird. Okay. Let's see. I know I make you guys laugh. Better than making you cry. Right? My hair's very dry. Okay, anybody else have this blonde issue? Where the more I go blonde, like I love it. I really do. I think it makes me look younger. But when I do my roots, the rest of my hair is like, just, it's so dry. I need like a major mask or something. Anyway, just saying. Anybody else got that problem? What do you guys use? Somebody want to like give me a, I don't know. My hairdresser gives me everything, but I don't always listen to him. Sorry, Andrew, I love you, but I'm just saying. Okay, I just wish I could snap my fingers and have that kind of like perfect textured hair and never have to worry about dry frizz. But this weather's killer out there. Can't handle it. Not the humidity anyways. Okay, on point with this. Ooh, I already got the feeling. Something's up here. Let's see. This is not a new relationship. Ooh, yeah. This is somebody who is in a current relationship. And, okay, so some of you are in a current relationship and you have, oh goodness, you have some romantic feelings towards someone else. This is what this is kind of telling me. It's like, it's in reverse because it's like, oh my God, I don't feel comfortable with the answer. My romantic feelings are not for the person in the relationship. They're for someone else. And you don't know whether you should kind of express your love or not because you're toying with, why do I feel this way? Card that comes after it, express your love, but you need to love yourself first. So it is not about you not enjoying the relationship you're currently in and making you feel that towards someone else because you're feeling, oh, maybe I need to express my love. That's going to fuck everything up. Don't do it, okay? This is a big don't do it. But here, in reverse again, this is your problem. You do not love yourself enough. You do not have that self-worth or enough self-worth or enough confidence, and I feel like this has been the problem all along. Excuse me. You need to love yourself first. So how about having a conversation with that person in the relationship and really telling them how you feel? It's about self-respect, self-love. You're not feeling connected right now. I don't know why other than this. I feel like maybe they don't give you enough confidence. And it's almost like, well, why are you looking for it from them? Get it yourself, right? You have to have that self-confidence within. This does have to do with people who are married. And maybe wedding's a little rocky right now. Marriage is on the rocks. Something is not quite right in the relationship. It could also be long-term. People who've been in a long-term relationship. So, yeah, you need to do some major self-care here. All I get is the self-care card. Yeah, your mind, you're in your head 24/7. There's that feeling of you being attracted to someone else. Could be the one. Maybe your mind's wandering. Oh my God, am I with the wrong person? Blah, blah, blah. Again, there's that feeling coming back down to love yourself first, but it also might have to do with finances and career. So if somebody is dealing with a situation where there's a money issue, give your relationship a chance, okay? Try to make it work because I feel like some of you are looking for an alternative route or a way out instead of dealing with the issue within yourselves. So what can you do to help that situation? My phone's going off. What can you do to help yourself in that situation? because some of you are struggling. Okay. Oh, self-care. Wow. So some of you are being quite stagnant in the relationship. This calls for movement. This is 6 and 3 is 9. You've kind of ended who you are. Like, you're not the same person anymore. You don't take care of yourself the way you used to. This is reminding you to get connected to your body, mind, and soul again, because I feel like you've lost who you are. You've lost a piece of who you are, and that's probably why the self-worth is, or lack of self-worth is coming through. Also, a feeling, this is upside down, you are no longer connecting with your ancestors. You've kind of gone beyond. I feel like people, and this is 5, so this is change, that balance you had where you were able to call on other people to give you advice. I feel like you're no longer doing that. And so this card, you want to reverse it back, start connecting with some family and friends to give you a little insight. Maybe they have some more wisdom into relationships or weddings or marriage if some of you are struggling. And maybe they'll have some insight to help you with that. The other thing is, when was the last time you went to watch a movie? It's funny, we just talked about this yesterday, Julie and I. But when was the last time you went to watch a movie? Go to the theater. Okay, if you're local, go to Bolton, Landmark. Those are fun because you got the big seats and it's a different experience, right? Or just go anywhere, really. But if you want an experience, go do that. 5 and 4 is 9 again. There is an ending for some of you. 100% here. So I'm not denying that there's a problem. Some of you can work through it. Most of you should. But there are definitely some of you who are still in la la land. And I'm going to just say it like that because, guys, you cannot keep saying the same thing and expecting a different result. I laugh at people now when I hear that. It's like, are you listening to yourself say the same thing over and over and over again? The old narratives, the old stories, like all that old... I feel like it's almost like embedded in your mind to just repeat things and not listen to what you're saying. And it's like, well, if your relationship isn't working and you know you have to do X, Y, Z, what the fuck are you waiting for? Go do X, Y, Z. It's actually annoying to keep hearing the same thing from someone. And eventually you get to that point of nobody else gives a shit about your relationship because you're not making it move. So the only person who's suffering is you. Why do you want to suffer? Stop suffering. Make the move, make that bold move to make the change because you don't have time for this. Life is way too short to be spending it pretending I might be able to fix this, or when this happens, then I'll do this in the relationship. When my child turns 15, your child is going to keep growing and you are just in a situation where, guess what? You're dragging them along. I know I'm bold. I know I'm going to just say it like it is. Some of you are not going to like that, but it is what it is. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. See it in here. It's no different than some of the people who come in and like, really, I know what I should do. Then find a way to do it. Find the strength within to do it. Because if you don't, in a year's time, you're going to look back and say, oh, I wish I'd have made those changes. Just start. Just find an avenue. There are so many people who are willing to support you in your trials and tribulations. It's not always good stuff, but there's people to help you along the way. Don't think you're alone in that regard. I know Julie talked about that, I think, last month as well. Like, you're never alone. There's always someone who can help you get to your end goal, even though it's going to be tough while you're doing it. Okay? Here's a reminder. Earth Angel comes up, and these are the angels that remind you of this. You're a light worker who's come to Earth to teach about love. So how many of you are that Earth Angel for someone else? I feel like there's a lot of you. Some of you hold back. You don't want to speak your truth for fear of hurting someone's feelings or, coming off a certain way. Listen, I've done it the nice way. I will tell it you that. I've done it in the way that's, it's okay. Like the compassionate, I guess. I mean, not that I'm not empathetic, but I've done it that way. And I find people don't listen. So maybe it depends on who you're talking to, different things for different people. But I'm also getting that if you're that light worker and you have that energy or that inspiring power to help someone move, then help them move mountains. Just do it for them. I feel like there's a call to action for people to help someone else. Maybe because they're just not strong enough to do it, and that's okay. It's okay to ask for help, but be the person for that other person, okay? Be that Earth Angel. Do I want a final, or is this my final? No, they want one more. Okay. I feel like I've been talking for 24 minutes. How do I do that every time? Okay, here we go. Final card. What does Spirit want to say? Ooh, September's got some big moves for people, that's for sure, based on what we just pulled. Okay. Wow, there's a reason why I'm being very forward with this, because the time is right now. No more time to waste, okay? There's a reason why I'm being, I don't know what the word is. Is it forceful? Am I being forceful? Because I kind of feel like that. And that's the energy they give me. Every time is different. But this one's very forceful. Like, come on, people. We can't keep waiting for you to do what you have to do. Look at it from the context of every single thing we've talked about. Health, no time to waste. Get the second opinion. Get moving, because you're going to miss the boat. If you think of relationships, same thing. If there's something you haven't been doing, you need to do it. If there's some of you who are distracting yourself with something else because you don't want to do what the end goal is, get moving. What was the other thing in here? Can't even remember. Oh yes, business, being protected. I got to make some risks. Don't wait to do them. Do them. You need to get moving, because if not, you're in the same place all the time. This final message, I'm going to read it to you. It's about right now. Being in the present, okay? Don't get too far ahead of the flow, but you'll trust that nothing more will come than can be handled at each moment. Okay, so as each moment comes in, deal with it and start making plans for what's next. Because if you're in the past, you're not living. We know that. Be present. Be present right now to do what is necessary to get you moving forward. Okay, that's your September. Take it with a grain of salt. If it resonated, let me know. I'll be back here for my last card reading of the year in November, and we'll see what we're going to bring for 2023. But I hope you guys enjoyed this. I hope you had a great summer, and I hope you have a fantastic September. Happy birthday to Virgos, and there's Libras at the end of September too. So happy birthday, Virgo and Libras. Yeah, enjoy. Blessings on blessings, guys. We will see you very soon. Okay, ciao.